is up, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to install a K&N intake onto your Mk7 GTI. So first of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove the previous intake in order for us to put on the new intake. To do that, you're going to have to remove these two. You're going to have to unscrew this with a 7mm, and you are going to have to then pull it out. Once you have all that done, this thing will literally just pop out and you'll be set. All I'm going to be using today is my Milwaukee impact driver. This attachment that I got at Harbor Freight for around $6 for a pack of 3. It just makes it so that the sockets can go directly onto the impact driver. I'm going to be using a 7mm socket, an 8mm socket, and a 10mm socket. And if you don't have any of these, if you don't have an impact driver or the attachment, you can literally just use a normal ratchet. Then we're going to be installing our K&N intake kit. What you're going to do first is you're going to use your 7mm with your impact driver or your ratchet. Then you are going to loosen up this clamp right here. Once that is loosened, you are going to be able to pull this pipe out. Then you're going to disconnect these two, the sensor and this pipe, for the secondary air injection. Then once all that is done, you're simply going to pull this out of the place that it goes, and that should be it. Okay, here we have the two intakes side by side. This is the stock intake that we removed off the GTI. This right here is the K&N intake kit. It's a little bit beat up because I got it used from a friend, but otherwise it still works very, very good. You can see that assembled these bolts and the clamp. The clamp goes right here onto where the old pipe used to connect to. Then you are going to use the bolt and the washer to hold down the intake onto this little like place right here. You're just going to screw it in once it's on there, once you have it positioned and everything, because otherwise your fitment is not going to be the greatest. So let's get to it. First things first is you're going to put the heat shield in to where the old intake used to sit. So this point right here, this point right here, and this point right here. This intake did not come, since I got it used, did not come with like the holder, I guess you could say, the little gummy things. But so what I did is I just pulled it right off the old intake. Those are these right here that I just pulled off. Once you have this lined up to place into the corresponding holes, like so. So I got 1, 2, then it's got, you know, everything positioned. I have this positioned because I already know how this is going to sit, but I think normally these do not come on there. So once you have that, you simply put the little gummy thing like that, and just with one you can see how much more sturdy it is, just so you don't want it falling out mid-drive or whatever. That's already as tight as probably it's gonna get. I can probably push these down more. Once you have that third one should not have anything. I mean, unless you have a different kind of heat shield probably. You are gonna want to grab the pipe, K&N. You're gonna make sure you have the clamp around before you set this thing on next, and you're gonna take it back off in order to put it on. This intake actually came with another clamp, which actually has an 8mm instead of a 7 like this OEM one has. So what you do is you simply just feed this filter. It's kind of hard with one hand. Then you just push this one in until you make sure that it's all the way in. Then you can just slide up your clamp. Make sure you have the screw or the bolt to where you can actually work on it. Then once you have that, you're gonna want to use, you can see that down here I have, if it'll focus, where the screw goes in to be able to hold on to the pipe. Once you have all that screwed in, then you can just put the filter onto the housing, onto the pipe, and then just screw it in and you're set. Then I'm gonna show you the after sounds and we should be good. As you guys can see, I got this one all tightened up. Now we need to tighten the one that goes directly up top to the pipe. For that you need a 10mm and a ratchet, because it's just very awkward to fit your impact driver down there. Okay, I have finished connecting the bolt that went directly into the pipe. Now what we are going to do is we are going to connect the sensor. So you hear it click, just like that, not coming out. Then you're going to get this pipe that I believe it's the secondary air injection. And you're going to put it right in this spot right here. Kind of hard to do this one hand. Bang. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be showing you some before and after shots. Keep in mind that I do have a diverter valve spacer in my GTI, so it will sound a little bit different, but you can definitely hear the suction difference. There you have it. That was how to install a K&N intake kit onto your Mk7 GTI. Hope you guys liked. Please give me a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. I will be uploading a lot more stuff. And hope you guys see you in a later video. Peace out.